Hey everybody, Crystal Gamer here with the Schoolhouse build that I promised you. For those of you who have been paying attention and watched the teaser trailer, you have already seen one of the classrooms. I put out a little teaser trailer, really short, like a minute and a half long or something, of one of the classrooms a few days ago. So some of you at least knew that this was coming. And it was originally going to be a small schoolhouse, like one of those cute little one-room schoolhouses that are like wooden with a little bell at the top or something like that. That was what I originally had in mind. And this all stemmed because I wanted to do a classroom. I don't know, I was just in the mood to do a classroom. I thought we had enough materials in the game that I could put together a cute little classroom. And I thought doing one of those old school houses would be kind of neat. So I went online to make sure that what I envisioned in my head was what would those little old school houses look like. And I was right. So yay, that was great. But I also started to see some larger schoolhouses that were a little bit older and stuff. And so I saw those while I was looking, and that was fine. But I built that first classroom. I got on a really small lot, like, I don't know, one of the 20 by 15 lots or something like that. And I built the first classroom. And that was the thing that some of you saw for the teaser trailer. The problem was once I got done building that first classroom, it took up almost the entire lot I was on. So basically, I pulled a me. So it was either make that one classroom into the whole schoolhouse, and I didn't feel that particular classroom worked for exactly what I wanted. So I said, well, this could be a little bit bigger. And so, yeah, I totally pulled a me. I moved it to a larger lot. We are on a 30 by 40 lot or 40 by 30 or however they put that. And this lot is one of the very few lots where the wide end faces the road. And I really, 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 really wish we had more lots like this. I need to request this from The Sims because I really like to do wide builds more than deep builds. I really do. And we have so few lots that allow us to do this. This is one of my favorite lots because it allows us to do this. But if someone wants to, download a lot of my builds and put them in places, we're limited, obviously, on this type of lot. But nonetheless, I moved it to this lot. It's a really good lot for this. It's in, oh goodness, I'm so bad at the names right now. I'm having a mind blank. The area with all like the empty lots, that area with all the empty lots, that's where it is. And it's on the water. And so it fits perfectly there. And the wide side does face forward, which is what I want. And I still ended up with a little bit of an older schoolhouse, which is also what I wanted. I really, really wanted an older schoolhouse, even if it wasn't going to be the one room thing. I wanted something a little bit more historic looking. And a lot of you probably, well, actually, I guess it depends what country you're in, because I guess old schoolhouses can look different in different countries. But in the United States, a lot of the old schoolhouses are brick and they have wood floors. And so that's what I ended up doing with this, was brick throughout, wood floors. It has 3 classrooms, 3 teachers' offices, a teacher's lounge, restrooms both upstairs and downstairs, and a cafeteria. And then it's got outdoor play area for the kids. I included some things like a basketball court and a playground and the monkey bars and stuff like that. I do wish we had more for outdoor for the kids. So like I want soccer, I want swing sets, I want real sandboxes. And I don't know, I just really want more on the outdoor activities than what we have. Basically, I kind of want everything that could possibly be possible for outside would make me very happy. But I'm really greedy. I want for a lot of things. So that's just me. So anyway, on the interior, the 3 classrooms, if you guys want to download this, it's playable with a mod from what I understand. I don't play the game, so I can't really attest to it, but I have an awesome friend who has told me that she has a mod for it and it allows her to play schools. And so I'm going to try and get that information from her before I post this video so that I can put it down below for you guys. If anyone is interested in downloading this and actually being able to play it. It has no CC, of course. I try not to build with CC as most of you probably know. So it's definitely downloadable. And I would say You could probably, if you wanted to, you could probably use it as a high school, but in my head, it's more of a grade school. The 2 downstairs classrooms are kind of, regular tables and chairs, or desks and chairs and stuff. One of the rooms is a computer room. The other one is a regular classroom. And then the upstairs classroom is like for the little kiddies. It's got the other desks that are kind of more childlike, and it's done in more of a kid's classroom, like more kind of like happy and decorations and stuff like that. But the thought I had in my head, and this may also vary from country to country depending where you're from, but the thought I had in my head was kind of like the way it was when I was in school, when I was young. We didn't stay in the same classroom all day. Once we got to a certain age, like we would move around, and even when we were young, because we had typing rooms, with typewriters. We had computer rooms. We had woodworking rooms, drafting rooms, home ec rooms. So we had different classrooms for different things. So my thought on this was, since I made a computer classroom, and by the way, I used the old computers, sort of sticking with the fact that I kind of want this to be a little bit of an older school, but I did put kind of like a high-end TV on the wall. So there's sort of a mix. Like, it's an older school, but it's got some modern stuff. It's, it's got the computers and stuff like that, but they're still a little behind the times, but they're trying, But nonetheless, my thought with the computer room was kind of that kids aren't in there all the time. Like, I'm thinking kids rotate out. So the other classroom is used, maybe those kids are in the computer room in the morning, and then they're in the other classroom in the afternoon, or vice versa. And then the younger kids that are upstairs, maybe they're in their classroom in the afternoon and the computer room in the morning, or something like that. Basically, like, they're switching out rooms. So the computer room is a room that the other classes switch to when they specifically want to work, do computer work, or maybe show something on the really kind of high-end TV that's in that room, or something like that. So that's my thought. So there's 15 chairs in the downstairs classroom, 15 in the upstairs room. So my thought is that this school kind of holds about 30 students, and you'll see me put in the cafeteria, which also, I want to say, holds about 30, maybe a little bit more than 30 students. And I love the cafeteria, by the way. The cafeteria may be one of my favorite parts of this whole build. And I think it's kind of like, I don't know, it's like a very, very dressed down Hogwarts style cafeteria to me. It's got the tables all in a row and everything. And I don't know, maybe that's why it reminds me of Harry Potter, only dressed way, way down. It's just the long tables. I don't know. But I just like the cafeteria for whatever reason. But nonetheless, so that's kind of what I'm looking at with the school, is that maybe it's a school for like 30 students, maybe grades 1 through 6, 1 through 8 tops. So elementary is kind of what I'm thinking, and the kids can switch out back and forth between the computer classroom. And then, of course, they should have some recess time where they get some time outside in the schoolyard to play basketball or play on the monkey bars and let out some of that energy, some of that kid energy that we all know kids have. Although I have heard recently, and it's kind of disturbing to me, I don't know how true it is, but I have heard that in the United States that at least some schools have stopped recess entirely. And I don't even understand how our schools are functioning half the time in this country, because I can't imagine stopping recess. Kids have lots of energy, and they need to get that energy out, and you have to just get them outside of the classroom and let them burn some of that off now and then, I'm thinking. But I don't know, who am I? I could be wrong. So anyway, other stuff on the build. The upstairs classroom, the fun classroom, to me, the more fun. So it's for the youngest of the kids, the younger kids, not nursery or anything like that, not that young. But I did it round. I made all the desks round and everything. So my thought is that the teacher maybe goes in the middle, or, this is kind of, it's a better way for the kids to kind of all interact or something like that. And sort of a little bit that was in my head, and maybe the teacher does reading time in the middle, or story time or something like that, or I don't know. And me with my ideas. And the other idea that I had for this classroom that I thought would be kind of cute for kids is I gave them some pets, a couple of fish tanks, a couple of frog tanks and bug tanks and things like that. Bug tanks? What's the word for that? There's a word for those places where you keep bugs, but it's not tanks. I've lost that now. One would think that I was like 80 with Alzheimer's because I lose words all the time. But anyway, hopefully you guys know what I'm talking about, because there is a word for those things that you keep bugs in. It's not tanks. But nonetheless, my thought is that the kids have some stuff in the classroom that, you know, if you're the teacher, you're trying to teach kids to be responsible and take care of other life forms, and as a way of learning responsibility and also learning the biology of the other life forms and how they survive and all of that. And sort of, I don't know, all of that was my thought. If I were a teacher with young kids, I would consider stuff like that. So anyway, me and my ideas. And my crazy ideas are bringing us very close to the end of this. We are going to be hitting the screenshots and all that. So now is the time where I say thank you so much for joining me for this build. I do hope you liked it. I hope you liked the video. And if you do, please don't forget to hit that like button before you leave. And if you're not yet subscribed to the channel, it would be totally awesome if you could hit the subscribe button and a little bell thing next to it too, so that you can be in the know when I release stuff, and so that I can see you back here again, because that would be awesome. I love you guys spending the time with me, and I appreciate you watching, and I do hope to see you back again next time around. And speaking of next time around, next video out, for those of you who are keeping up with the channel and watching all of my videos, some of you will know, and the participants will definitely know, the next video out is going to be the challenge video, the perfect patio challenge. And oh man, I hope you guys join me for that, because the entries, whew, I'm in trouble. I don't even know what I'm going to pick. The entries are so good. And I love perfect patio so much. I'm so happy that you guys picked it. And yeah, I'm in trouble. I don't know who's going to win it, because the entries are so good. But I do hope to see you for it. And I think that's it. Have a good one. Bye now.